Okay, creators, YouTube just announced another change, and this one starts August 24th. YouTube is changing how public views are counted. And if you start seeing your view numbers looking a little different, this may be why. But before anybody gets excited and thinks, ooh, I'm getting more views, there is something very important we need to understand. So grab a snack, come on back, and let's get into this new YouTube change. So, what's changing? Beginning August 24th, YouTube says a public view will be counted from the moment a video begins playing from the very first frame. That means someone starts your video, that can count as a public view immediately. And this change applies across YouTube video formats, including long-form videos and live streams. So yes, after August 24th, some of us may notice our public view counts increasing faster. But here's where it gets interesting. A view and an engaged view are not the same thing. YouTube is making an important distinction between a public view and an engaged view. A public view can tell us somebody started the video, but an engaged view helps tell us somebody actually continued watching. And YouTube says creators will still be able to see engaged views inside YouTube analytics. So going forward, I'm not just looking at that number underneath my video anymore because I want to know, did they click? But more importantly, did they stay? Now, let's talk about monetization, because I know this is probably the first question a lot of small creators are going to have. Does a higher public view count mean I'm going to make more money? Or does this make it easier to qualify for the YouTube Partner Program? Well, according to YouTube, no. YouTube says this change does not change how creators earn money, and it does not change YouTube Partner Program eligibility. The new public view counting method and the measurements YouTube uses for earnings and YPP eligibility are not the same thing. So please don't look at a higher public view number after August 24th and automatically think, ooh, I'm getting more monetization credit. That's not what YouTube announced. So here's my takeaway. For creators, especially smaller creators, I think this makes YouTube Studio even more important because the number everybody sees underneath our videos isn't necessarily going to tell us the whole story. I'm still looking at it. Engaged views, watch time, audience retention, and I'm paying attention to whether people are actually staying for the conversation. Because here's the easiest way I can explain this. A view tells us that somebody came in, right? Engagement tells us whether they stayed. So, somebody knocked on your door, they came in, but they didn't like what they saw and they weren't engaged and they left, then there you have it. And to me, that's the number that tells the bigger story, right? Engagement tells us whether they stayed. One more thing. This announcement is brand new, and the change doesn't begin until August 24th. So, there may be more clarification from YouTube as we get closer to the rollout. If YouTube gives us anything important that changes or clarifies what I've told you today, I'll come back and we'll talk about it. Because when YouTube changes the rules, Creators need to understand what actually changed, not just panic over a headline. So, tell me in the comments, what do you think about this change? Do you like the idea of a view counting from the moment somebody starts your video? Or do you think engaged views are going to become the number creators really need to pay attention to? I want to know what you think. And I'll see you in the next conversation. Love you plenty.